17 weeks ago, 36 strangers came together to meet at Yuba College to start this fire academy. However, this wasn't just any fire academy. This was the Elite Academy 33. As we awkwardly and quietly sat through orientation, we had no idea what was about to come our way over the next 17 weeks. So many different people coming with all different skills and backgrounds from all over California, coming together to earn, not to be given, the title of a firefighter. When most of us started this academy, we thought that firefighting consisted of looking cool, riding in a big red fire truck, and spraying wet stuff on the red stuff. When in reality, it consisted of much, much more. Our very first mission we had to accomplish as a team of strangers was our class motto. A class motto that wasn't just to represent our academy, but a motto that we would continue to live by for the rest of our lives. The two words we will continue to live by: motivated, dedicated. We all remember the very first week at the academy when former Sergeant Higgins of the United States Marine Corps became our first battalion chief. With all the marching and standing at attention we did, it was almost as if we had all unknowingly just signed up for the military. With Higgins as our chief, we were expected to be perfect within the first 72 hours of the academy. With his famous quote, he screamed on the third day, "This isn't only day 3, this is already day 3. Over the next few days of the first week, we became so strict on our attention to detail that you would be put on your face doing push-ups if you had one single thread hanging off your uniform or a piece of lint in your pocket. We quickly learned the true meaning of attention to detail. Throughout this academy, we've had numerous wake-up calls, whether it was our first day in a burning building, our first day of PT, or our first emergency medical technician exam. Over the following weeks, we learned to adapt and overcome all presented obstacles. We learned not only to trust our equipment, but we also learned to trust each other. Whether it was rappelling 3 stories or rappelling off a 150-foot sheer rock face during our low-angle rescue operations training. Whether we all got along or not, we learned to work together and to get the job done. As the weeks continued, we had our less exciting days, such as learning the incident command system, or fire suppression systems. We had our exhilarating days, such as climbing the 75-foot aerial ladder, hooking into the top rung, then leaning back while letting go of the rungs. Did I mention you could feel the ladder swinging in the wind? We also had our share of flat-out sketchy days, such as jumping out of the burn tower window, doing a front flip, and hoping to correctly land on the ladder below. All these drills taught us to escape the boundaries of our comfort zones. For example, me reading the speech in front of hundreds of strangers. We have all put countless amounts of sweat out on the grinder, drilling and training for endless hours. Whether we were in the pouring rain or in the immense heat built up in our turnout gear, we have put tremendous amounts of effort into achieving our personal goals, out on the track for PT as well. We learned so many different aspects of the word teamwork. We became brothers, and if someone was struggling, we made sure to help them out. If a cadet was struggling academically in emergency medicine, we would host after-school study sessions until we were confident the cadet would do well on the next exam. If a cadet was struggling out on the grinder while we trained, we did not laugh and point fingers. We got down next to them and helped them figure it out. We learned not to complain, but to simply work harder until the job was done. All of this were prime examples of the word teamwork. We gave it our all to keep united, and we did just that. We have all learned together as an academy that one statement will always be true. You get out of it what you put into it. Whether it was our attitude or effort, we all pushed ourselves to achieve new goals. We were very fortunate to have the knowledgeable instructors that we had. The instructors we had were inspiring to each of us. They were entertaining, and we ended up learning a lot without even realizing it at the time. Our overall 91% academy grade point average proved that. Each and every day, we were beginning to feel like actual firefighters. By the way, you know you're becoming a firefighter when you honestly think that old, rusty, beat-up hydrant actually looks good in front of your house. Or when you walk into a nice restaurant and the only thing you're focused on is figuring out what type of sprinkler system the building has. Or pre-planning your nearest exit in the event of an emergency. The 33 cadets you all see in front of you never once gave up. We never quit. We never threw in the towel. We never walked away. We took the challenges head on, not as individuals, but as an academy as a whole. For the motivated and dedicated 33 cadets of Academy 33, failure was indeed not an option. Today marks the first day of the beginning of our careers into the brave and noble American Fire Service. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Thank you.